Feeling almost normal today. I'm fucking glad for you, because I was worried about you, because you're not feeling well yesterday. So I hope you're doing good, friend. Hyper Al Watto! Coming in. Yeah, I attempted to do something funky with my nails last night, and it was an unmitigated disaster. But I had free time. Well, time on my hands. So, I had time on my hands and leftover Gundam stickers. How are you? Catros J Post Watto, friend! Yeah, I attempted to use the leftover Gundam stickers I had to do fancy nails. It was a disaster. But, you know, it's not like I'm going out to the Grand Vizier's ball later on this evening. I was chatting with Baron Sheep last night. I do want to say a huge thank you to everybody that signed Baron Sheep's digicard. Solon stole the show with a specific video that was just absolutely wonderful. Hey, Thamsby, Elness, Watto! And Katros, I'm glad you're having a good time with Generation Zero. I may have to come back for it. Like, what you were saying, Katros was saying that they've been playing Generation Zero, because I believe it's currently free this week. Looks glorious. You could, to the point where Katros, like, I could smell the forest in the houses. Like, especially if you've been to that part of the world. And yeah, fighting the robots is horrifying, especially the big beasties. Thelsby Watto. It's going real good. We have a fucking glorious early build of a cracking game to play today. So, we're gonna have a good time. The developer of today's wonderful game has asked me to say, and I will be saying multiple times, this is a very, very, like, early, I believe technically a pre-alpha build that we're getting to play today. So, this is a long, long way from what will be the final product. But if you want to support this this project and jumpstart it, alongside the usual throw to follow, throw to wishlist on Steam, this game is currently being supported by Patreon. So you will be able to, if you feel the need, directly support. Hey, Rit Nelson, what old friend? How are you doing? I was just about to deploy a tweet. Actually, I've actually pre-run it. How are you doing? So yeah, Rit Nelson is going to be chilling and illing with chat with you lovely folks. And when it comes close to launch, we will absolutely have him on for as a cracking guest. So, have I not said hello to Alfred Deluge, Fearless, Numbers, Arrow Griffin, Marshall Rhea, Wraith, Aaron Feathers, Watto, friend, Malu, how goes it? Today's game, and friends, if I haven't told you about it 8 million times, then I have done it a disservice. Today we are playing an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. If that title doesn't tell you everything that you need to know about how glorious today's game is going to be, I don't know what will. So, coming in. To Rit Nelson, what we tend to do is I throw out tweets, invite everybody in, and kind of get everyone in together so that when we actually do jump onto this, everybody can get a chance to see. So, Kindball, Watto, J-Post, Duck, I'm here for the dogs, as you should be. I'll bully River into coming in. I wouldn't want River to upstage me. Let's be honest. Gonna let me have this one. Mecha Noel, Watto, friend. So I'm just getting this all installed and sorted, because I did everything else well, but the actual installing of the game I haven't done it. But it's fine. Yeah, the jam's good, the people are good. What more can you ask for? Rit Nelson is one of the things that's been glorious since going like full-time content creation is the company is excellent on the daily. And I get to cover whatever games I want. So when you're like, oh, I work on a game, and I'm like, wait, I know.
Stop that incessant clicking.
And House Carl Hunt's already. Whoever that anonymous Mother Hubbard was that gifted a sub to Rit Nelson, you are a hero and a legend. Catros says, so, is this going to be like Men in Black, but the pug's taken over? I have no idea. But we'll get into that in just a bit. Hindle, Watto, Spence, Matt, who's not gotten a hello from me? Pretty sure I had said hi to Mech Noel. Cadran, Watto. No one has posted the Patreon link yet, and I should change that now. I do also have the Steam link, which is the Steam store, which is currently up. You know the drill by now, friends. If you could throw that game a follow and add it to your wishlist, that will help this game out a whole bunch, and it costs you nothing. Like, give it the full keen. Right, just forgive me while I seem a little distracted while I'm playing Whack-A-Mole. All right. QE switch items, F to throw, G for a gentle toss.
His name's Asimov Solensen.
Alright,
listening
E to pet. I'll remember that one.
So you wouldn't really call it.
Miyagi Sakura, we're talking Phantasy Star? We are not currently talking Phantasy Star, but we can change that. Because Mecha Noel's asking who here played the many iterations of Phantasy Star. I've not played every one of the classic Phantasy Stars. But I played Phantasy Star Online. I played, I think it was the last of the Pixel Phantasy Stars to death. I played Phantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast. I played in the GameCube. I played Phantasy Star episode 3, the Card Battler. I played the horrendous PSP one. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Rick Nelson remembers playing the Xbox 360 Phantasy Star MMO. Oh, you get the free demo. Oh, man, that takes me back. I'd already managed to recover from my Phantasy Star addiction when it dropped on the 360, so I was reluctant to return. But, like, I was at the choosing my name to get the specific kind of badge that I needed levels of Phantasy Star.
There are 3 things that I particularly hate. Really? Kids. Animals.
Favosic says, I looked at Phantasy Star on my Mega Drive Mini, and I still don't like JRPGs. That's okay.
Why do we have all 3 of them neatly gathered in our ship?
Though if you ever want a... Well, okay, it's not like it's a cheap or easy thing to acquire, but if you ever want a gateway drug, Favor6, the original SNES version of Shadowrun, for a lot of... Hey!
5 months woohoo.
I do apologise that our Welsh host was less enthused by your 5 months. Let me give it a better shot. 5 months, woohoo! How was that? Was that better? I feel I did better. Geraldine says, you better return. Who else is going to teach me how to do things in PSO2? Well, I never cracked. I worked with a guy who had like the full VPN translation set up for PSO2. I never cracked. Because I, like a lot of people, genuinely believed that they were going to do an English language version, and I knew, being a grown-up, I wasn't going to have time to play through and then necessarily restart. Currently, I believe it is... Fucking... I always want to say Games for Windows Live. It's like Stockholm Syndrome. Prolo saying that she has the most awkward taste of combinations of games. Love JRPGs, but dislike turn-based combat. I don't think that's awkward. I mean, there was once upon a time, certainly, but, you know, the worlds are changing. It's one of the things that makes me real happy about where we are these days with video games, whereby turn-based combat systems aren't a necessity for telling large-scale stories, that they're a choice. That creating large-scale open worlds is viable. I'm not saying it's easy, I'm not that much of an idiot, but... And it makes me real happy. Like, as a kid playing, like, especially the original Final Fantasy on the NES at my friend's house, like, it always felt to me like those kinds of styles of JRPGs were always representative. Like, the real adventure did involve our party running around and hacking things asunder and casting spells. But the only way that they could show us that was through, like, a disambiguation. Oh, does anyone remember how talking works? I apparently have forgotten that ability. What is wrong with me? Vanderbeest, head of house order. What, ho friend? Thank you for refilling the pint glass. Oh, also, the wonderful creator of today's game is currently the Jarl of the Day. We're on to a winner here. So yeah, those of you who just joined us, today we are going to be playing An Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs. The wonderful creator of this game has provided us with an early access, super pre-alpha build of this game, in which we will be walking around an airport run by dogs specifically for aliens. There is a button to pet the dog, before you ask. I've linked it in chat, so if you want to throw it a follow and a wish list, that would be really appreciated. And the following link, this is a link to our aforementioned creators' Patreon. So if you want to subscribe to this and help the development of this game, you absolutely can. And it means that you also get access to the early builds if you want them. It's going to be a glory. Kandarian, how did Tarkov go? Tarkov was lovely. We ran around like loot goblins and did better than expected. I died a lot. Sparky's asking if there are any cats involved. Sparky, you can't be busting out the spoilers just yet. We're all going at this together. But check me out. I actually remembered to tweet for a change. Actually, you know what? I'm a Facebook this one. Thank you. I got breakfast. Today is a glorious day, my friends. Today is a glorious day. So yeah, while we get everybody filtered in, while we get everything kicking off. I am actually doing my thing. Look at me being a half-decent host for a change. People are going to start thinking I actually know what I'm doing. It's a horrifying turn of events.
Who wants to sing?
Thank you, Fiona! Fiona throwing us a host. Rit Nelson's just informing us that when we get in game, provided it doesn't utterly fall apart, which it might do. I mean, everybody here knows enough to know that, you know, at this early stage in development, like, it's no comment on the game's quality or what it will be like at launch, that it is purely the will of the gods whether or not this game works, which we are hoping for. But yeah, supposedly once we get in game, if we hit the pet button repeatedly, you'll like what happens next. I mean, who knows? Who knows? It's certainly not going to be a boring day, friends. It is certainly not going to be a boring day. And I got breakfast. So when Ami Masashi shows up, I'm not going to get bullied for forgetting to eat. Oh, I'm Caffeine. Thank you for updating the command. Okie dokie. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, Caffeine was saying that the command for checking out the game on Steam also triggers Pup Time, which is a little bot that we have poked at us that randomly posts a bunch of dog emotes, which is lovely. The Walking Wums just purchased Humble Comics Bundle, The Walking Dead. So whoever that was, thank you. I'm gonna go check that out because I have not checked out the Humble Bundles of late. Ikoa, Watto, I'm doing glorious. We have a great game. We have great company. I've got breakfast. This is going to be a really good day. Whoever that was that picked up that bundle, thank you kindly. Oh yeah, that's the majestic duck. The dramatic duck. Wow, I call it majestic. Back before I was able to turn on like bits and subs and whatnot, that was the way that these lovely Mother Hubbards kept me upright. So, but anyway, yeah. Whoever put that down as the walking worm, I'm like. Okey-dokey. Alrighty. So, is there anyone who hasn't got a proper hello? So, Joda, Watto. Jim plays Watto. I think I've actually done a half decent job of being a host. And I think for the Book of Face, I'm just going to link to the Steam page. Okie dokie Loki. Numbers Watto. Captain Stephanie Barnes, head of House Valkyrie, Watto, friend. Coming in. Please excuse me while I stuff my face very quickly. Also, on the subject of varying sales in games. So, Shogun 2. Total War Shogun 2 is still free on Steam. You can grab it. Hollow Knight, half price on Steam. There is currently a monstrous bundle of some fascinating games over on Humble. So if you haven't played Onimusha, Guilty Gear XR, or Exid, or Zerd, however you want to pronounce that one. Hell, BlazBlue's in there. Mega Man. I actually haven't tried Kill la Kill, the fighting game, so I don't know if it is good. I can't recommend it. But the Mega Man Legacy Collection is like 60% off. There's a crap ton of stuff. So if you find yourself getting towards the end of your Worms for All, picking up the Walking Dead bundle. So whether you need Walking Dead comics or otherwise, the Golden Link bundle looks really, really good. Kill 7 for like. Nice. Must stop looking at games. Ah, Death Smiles. Remember when that was worth feck loads of money. Yeah, no, sorry. It was me doing scrolling adventures. Yeah, that's a cracking bundle. It's kind of... There's a part of me that's almost tempted to get back into the comics with that one. Because supposedly it's a third, what, like 200 issues for $18. That's a lot of trades. Oh. Sorry, I guess I should say, I used to be a monstrous consumer of comics. Mostly when I was, like, working at Improbable, because my commute was so long that I was just picking up trades, like, to read on the train to and from. And because we were in central London, I could get, like, same-day delivery from Amazon. So I was just churning through, like, The Wicked and Divine, Saga, kind of all the big top image stuff. I don't know diddly about, like, the main staple of Marvel and DC stuff these days. I know a few of the side story comics, but nothing bombastic. Oh, and Britt Nelson, you are absolutely welcome to geek on out. This slot will probably inform you today. I am known to waffle on quite a fair bit before we get into the game. And I'm just making sure that it's all working and ready. I had the control sheet over here that I was having a quick look at. I am actually reading the README before we kick off. And I got toast. So I was also saying that if anybody wants comic recommendations, they are fit to burst with them. God, I guess because most of the series that I was following kind of fell off the wagon. So I was following, obviously, The Wicked and the Divine, which finished. BPRD, which finished. Manifest Destiny, which kind of went on hiatus for a long time. I can't remember if it's restarted. Nowhere Men, that was on hiatus for a long time. Those are the ones that immediately spring to mind. Oh, Reflective, absolutely. Absolutely. Yo! Katros, holy crud! Oh, and Wheeler Dealer, Watto friend! So firstly, Katros just sent across... Just sent us across a video game. Katros, you fucking ledge, thank you. Thank you, dude. Got the video game. And Wheeler Dealer, this is an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. We're going to be getting stuck into that in just a second. I'm just doing the pre-faff and wafflemancy. This is going to be a treasure. Like, this is going to be a treasure. Now, Wheeler Dealer, what is this game you speak of? Total War Rome 2? Wait, that's free on Steam. What the heck? Seriously? Oh no, Shogun 2 is free. Get me all excited to get everybody playing that. Rome 2 is super cheap right now. It's like, oh wow, it's like 15 bucks. No, but it's all good. And Katros with Total War sounds like a nerdy game for history nerds. And then some. Okie dokie. Oh, dear friends, I'm just inhaling a wee bit of food, but I don't think we're too far off of kicking this off. So yeah, Wheeler Dealer and everybody who has just joined us, today we are playing an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. We have the creator of this game lurking in chat, and... Sorry, I'm chugging down my breakfast. Okay, now I'm good. So, Xavier, the creator of this game, is someone you may not know directly, but you certainly know their work. As they have worked on Hypnospace Outlaw, Skatebird, although Can Androids Pray is one I don't know off the top of my head. Wait, no, I know this one! Oh, we... Frickin'! Is there anything you haven't worked on? Sorry, Can Androids Pray is a fascinating game that I heard of from the Rebind crew. And it's basically two downed mech pilots in their mechs on the moon, and it's the conversations between them both. Which is entirely my feckin' jam. You know, it's a story narrative title, there's no action, but they're stuck inside their mechs and kind of conversing back and yeah. I haven't played it yet, so I can't put my hand up and say, but I've been saving this one for a special day. If you're interested in giving that one a look yourself, it's over on Itch. So, Xavier, Britt Nelson, are there any other games that you have belted out that we might know of? Just in case there's any other further surprises. Because I should probably don't know if I mentioned to you while we were chatting, I'm a huge fan of giant robot stuff, and I always love the idea of trying to do different things in that space. Alright. Ray Nelson's saying they have shipped almost 24 games the past couple of years. Nice! Okay. Almost ready to kick off. Moose saying, I wasn't already feeling unproductive today. Rit saying, for comparison, the average 2 years is the average development cycle of one game. I mean, you're belting out banger after banger, and that's something definitely to be celebrated. I think, because obviously today we're going to be focusing on the build and having a good time talking to a bunch of dags in an airport, but, you know, at some point in the future, I'd love to, you know, get you on the show proper and, you know, have a chat with people about how you produce and create video games. I think that would be very useful to people. Rick Nelson with, I do not know how I continue to exist. I tell myself that daily. But here we are, about to play a game about dogs running an airport, specifically for aliens. So looking at Britt Nelson worked on Dead End Job. Dead End Job game. That rings a massive bell. Huh, I've not played that. Check it out. Oh, Moving Out does look like a ton of fun. And working on an upcoming horror game called Mr. Bucket Told Me To. Releasing next couple of weeks, which is like Castaway if Wilson wanted you to die a slow, painful death. Ha! And Rhymes and Moves, we will absolutely get River in here. Fiona's on call in the other room, which she won't got the door closed. Aldous is asking the important questions going forward. While they understand that dogs run this place, do they also fly the planes? So they don't necessarily fly the planes, they just bear witness. Oh, good. Alright, friends. Enough Baphomancy from me. I know, shocking. Let's get into game. Let's get this up and started. Tell you what we'll do. Rather than trying to hook it in, we'll just do main screen capture. Over here. And then we'll get this game started. So, friends. Once again, and I will restate this throughout. This is pre-alpha code that we have gotten. So, there will be bugs. Things will break. It will be weird and janky. And maybe not in a fun way, but in a like, oh, the game closed way. That is entirely normal, as you well know. And it's by no means evocative of what this game will be like come launch. Oh, Mr. Squarepeg's put together a list of free assets and open source assets and tools. Way cool. Alnus is like, wait, why am I now scared of the doggy game? Well, you were there for Smile with me. I mean, hell, you were there for feckin' The Longing. You never know. You never know. Alright, so, main screen. Let's give this a try. An airport for aliens, currently run by dogs. I'm just gonna go over here for a second. I'm sure it's fine. Which will get obliterated in real time. Okay. Yeah, what a good sign. I mean, we're in. Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, and individuals of all persuasions, it is my absolute pleasure to present to you all an airport for aliens, currently run by dogs. Play the game. Sorry, let me bump the audio up for you lot a bit. It's nice to start a game where the audio doesn't immediately blow my ears out the back of my head. So, I guess we're gonna work out how we're getting to. Yiddy Greetings, Ticket Dog. Oh, so it was Peter Pet, right? What? This is awesome. Infinite pet hands. You can pet the dog. You can pet the dog a lot. You can pet any dog you want with an infinite number of hands. I feel there's a Twitter account that will be very, very interested to know this information. Infinidoge. Got robo hands, skeletal hands. All right, here we go. Ultimate pet the dog technique. Yeah, it's my ninja way. Sorry, this is gonna be a day. I'm so happy this game exists. Since every game is judged by whether or not you can pet the dog, this game is already 10 out of 10. Game of the year. Bestest game. Bestest game. Bestest day. Look at his little pug face. Look at his little pug face. And Moose with, yes. The ultimate power fantasy. Having enough hands to pet every dog. I mean, if you're not using your alien techniques, your alien super... Excuse me. If you're not using your superior alien technology to pet every dog, what's the point in having it? Yeah, sure, you can travel across the stars, but can you pet every dog? That is what an advanced civilization must always ask itself. Right, let's talk to the ticket dog. Hello, I have short-term memory loss. Do you need a boarding pass to the elf planet? Yes. Yes, I need 50 of them. You wish to live dangerously. Here you go. Please enjoy your flight. Does anyone remember which one of these boarding passes is ours? This game is glorious. I also like that we're all in agreement. Like, I didn't have to stop and wait to ask, do we need all of them? And yeah, the little text bleeps, they're all tiny books. They're tiny books. Also bacon. What's a good seat? Probably one of the higher numbers. What about that one? No, it'll do. Threw my boarding pass away. This was bad. So you wish to live dangerously again? 50 more boarding passes! This game gets us. This is glorious. I'll just take one from the top. I mean, I don't know if people prefer like a window seat or an aisle seat or what have you. Oh wow, this map is huge. Anyone see that little like nest of airplanes over there? That's... I'm not... Okay. Let's go have a look around. Meet me on Phobos. Krista. Alright, well, Krista's no. So we can choose to read that in like a jovial, like, meet me on Phobos, signed Krista, or meet me on Phobos, signed Krista. Oh, yes, we do need a boarding. Yes. Because we don't want to go to Elf Planet, because, let's be honest, like, the feckin' food alone on Elf Planet is so mediocre. Like, okay, I don't want to diss on anyone's, like, you know, old family holidays, but honestly, last time I went to Phobos, it was just thoroughly mediocre. And if you gotta fly, like... Pedogstrian. The puns! The puns! Baron Sheep, good morning, friend. What? Oh, and welcome. This is an airport for aliens, currently run by dogs. Excuse me, Pedogstrian. My favorite food is friendship. It makes you feel warm inside, and you never run out. I'm sorry, this is too wholesome right now. Do you see now why I had to show you all this?
Roof. Roof.
We pet the dog.
Roof.
The best food is friendship because you can never have enough and it keeps you warm. Excuse me, Pedogstrian. It's weird. I can go walking anytime I want, but I don't want to go walking. Is that weird? We've all been there, little buddy. We've all been there. We've all been there. Alright. So many good dogs. Alright, so there's a lift. Look at that boofer. Look at that boofer. I mean, I guess we need to go try and find how we get to Phobos. Or not. We can go check out the gaggle of airplanes. Is that an underwater shop for dogs? So help me, if there are sharks in this, I will freak the... Alright, I'm sure it's fine. This is an airport for dogs, not an airport for aquatic bastards. Feckin' wee! Oh. Yes, this is... Okay, yeah, no, this is underwater. It's two puppies underwater being cute. Peg dogs. Keep thinking about the Mothman. Oh, no, don't think about the Mothman. It's okay, Dags. Don't think about the Mothman. This is the photo dog. Whoa, you! Look! Incredible! I would ask to take a picture, but oh, we've got places to go and cool things to do, man. If you need a red passport, though, you can use my photo booth. All I need is a Mothman record. You know, for a good reason. I don't have a Mothman record, but I'll pretend I do. I'll see you later, Goddess buddy friend. This game is glorious. I have to... I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a moment. I'm gonna need a moment. Oh, that is glorious! Rick Nelson was saying that this is kind of like a little bit of a Hot Fuzz reference of the moment where Timothy Dalton, where he's smiling in front of a picture of himself smiling. Deg. In front of picture of Deg. This game is a treasure. Moose saying we just got our first fetch quest. Let's see if we can go find a fucking Mothman record. Oh, what's going on here? Dog to dog. MD. This game is gonna slay me. Oh hey, I'm a dog. If you're horribly injured, deathly sick, or just a little under the weather, I'll be giving you medical attention. You okay with that? I love it when dogs give me medical attention. Yo, settle down, buddy. I save lives here. If you hit a point where you'd like to save, I'd be happy to help as soon as I figure out how to do that. So, what you need today? Can you save me? I would love to save you, and by extension, the progress you've made. But I don't have that functionality yet. Oh! So whoever that anonymous Mother Hubbard was that gifted a sub to Pup Time, because Pup Time is getting a workout today. So jumping back in, they were so tempted to write the D stands for dog MD, and this is glorious. Turns out saving is very complicated. It requires finding a way to tabulate everything in the entire universe before you can even try and do it once. I went to medical school. I don't know what else you want from me. He's a medical doctor. So Rick Nelson was just adding that making a save system is a, and I quote, terrifying and eldritch, and they don't know how the hell we do it. Doggy schnauzer. Oh. This doctor, I feel seen and understood. Yeah, and Divinita, that's exactly. You put all the game in a file, and then you pull it back out again, the same order. It's fine, it's easy. Piece of cake. How long have you been practicing? I try to practice a little bit every day. That's how you get better at things. This is so wholesome. This is so wholesome. Ha! No, but seriously, I've got over a decade of experience. Do not question me. I think I'm pretty sick. Can you help me? Let me give you a sniff. See what the trouble might be. Smell anything? That needs urgent attention. I think that's changed though. You can always come back. Happy to help. Thanks, Doc. What do I owe you for this? Wait, what do you owe for getting medical attention? Like, what, am I charging? Well, yeah. I'm going to charge you for helping you get better, dude. I'm a doctor, not a monster. Just saying hello before going traveling. So good. So good. Alright, let's check out the other underwater exhibits. In our cool sci-fi space bubble. God, I wish I could remember the name of the game that we played. The one where you had to collect likes. It was first person. Oh, feck. Had that real kind of like vaporwave Windows 95 feel. Planes are great. I'm extremely glad that I do not have to fly one. Arrow Griffin's like, this game somehow embodies the exact opposite energy of the club. It does. That is a cow. That is a cow. Excuse me. It's a Texas dog. Hello and welcome to High Stakes, named after our delightful mascot Roger, who you could see hanging from a very thin thread directly above us. In case it isn't clear, Roger is very much alive. I'm from New Jersey. How can I help you? Wait, aren't you from Texas? Nope. I'm from South Dakota. What's Roger's deal? Roger is a bona fide entrepreneur and performance artist. One day, he looked in the mirror and realized that he was made of meat. Oh, this went dark fast. We are all made of meat. Also, he realized that if he dangled himself from the ceiling of a nice restaurant / squeaky toy supplier, he could call it the business High Stakes. Sorry, so jumping back in. Oh yeah, that previous burn on the healthcare system was wonderfully delivered. And Rick Nelson was saying that they showcased this game in Texas at PAX South when events were still a thing. Oh, that must have been glorious. When the Texans discovered that Texas Dog was not from Texas, there was a deep sense of disquiet. I mean, that's the way to go for it. Unsettle your audience. We don't know where Texas Dog is from, and at this point, we're scared to ask. Yeah, business high stakes arrow. It just makes sense. The rest is history. I guess I'll try one of the squeaky toys. Enjoy! Go Brooklyn! My squeaky toy. So this isn't actually a meat shop. This is a squeaky toy shop. With a cow doing some... Oh, you know what? Texas Dog, you need to give me my squeaky toys. No. I would love no meat flavored squeaky toy. Aha! So now we got... Yeah. Just up there being a cow underwater, living your best life. Yeah, out as the real Texans are the friends we made along the way. And you're right, yeah, I've got to be quicker on the draw if I want to catch that squeaky toy. Jack's like, is this a flashback? Currently we're underwater, and because we have an alien sphere for a diving suit, we don't have to worry. Cabinet dog. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I bought a lot of cabinets. And by a lot, I mean every single cabinet I could find. This is so good. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I have bought a lot of cabinets. For years, I have done this. I am a mariner drowning in a sea of cabinets. I have created this ocean because I am Poseidon and I don't know what this metaphor means anymore, but I'm still talking. This is so good! Oh, lordy, lordy. Suffice to say, I have so many cabinets. Please save me from my cabinets. Buy a cabinet. Buy several cabinets. Buy cabinets. Why look at a sunset? It's just beautiful. But you need to look at all sunsets. ... That's a very good point. But I really, really like cabinets. Alright, I'll take one off your hands. I would take more, but I'm sorry. I don't know if I can save you. We're both doing the best that we can. Thank you. Did Nightbot just die? Now take the cabinet before I'm tempted to get a new one. It's a genuine cabinet. I feel for you, buddy. I feel for you. What's this over here? I didn't respond to MySpace. What do we have here? Excuse me. Oh! Anyone need a human skull? So we've got a squeaky toy, a human skull, a note. Oh, Tivitina says, dang, I haven't found this. Cool, I'm breaking new ground. Oh, and to Tivitina and those of you who joined us, it is lovely to make your acquaintance. I am going to assume that you know of this game, being...
Ka-chink.
Ka-chink! Yo! Ladies, gentlemen, and individuals of all persuasions, according to Rick Nelson, we are one of the first people to find the Skull Dispensary. Check us out. Some toilet paper. See, it's a doggy bathroom, so there's a selection of fire hydrants. I'm going to assume this is leftover for humans. Or for uprights. Oh, this game's fucking glorious. Can we talk to this dog? Because that's the photo booth. I think we did talk to this dog. Planes are great. I'm extremely glad I do not have to find one. Alright, up we go. Get out of the pool. Ah, well, Tavina. Sorry. Tavintia? Oh, I'm so bad with names, I do apologise. But it's lovely to have you with us. And as I'm sure you can tell by my glee and laughter, this game is absolutely glorious. So I guess which way we want to go. Let's work out where Phobos is.
Stop that incessant clicking.
And it seems House Carl are not to be outdone. So whoever that was that gifted him a sub, you're a fecking legend. Thank you. Okay. It's weird. I can walk anytime I want. I don't want to go walking. Is that weird? No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We will do a pet. We will do a pet. Alright, so this is the ticket for Phobos. Oh! Dollar bills, yo! Don't need that much money. So we're gonna work out which of these is Phobos. It could be many things, as long as the government doesn't catch you. Seize the means of production. If you see a dog, you can pet it, wherever it may appear. Okay. Look at this. Look at this good boy. Oh, hello. Knock, knock. Who's there? Can I go on a walk? I'm going to walk now. What's happening? I'm going to walk. Where's the walk? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You are bestest dog. Oh, this game. Sorry, I just need to throw my cash away.
Who wants to sing?
Wheel dealer! Thank you for throwing us a host, friend. This game is just so good. I'm very glad River wasn't in the room for that one, because she would be like, walk, walk. Oh my god. Excuse me, clerk puppy dog. Excuse me, hello? I have an employee discount, but what am I supposed to spend it on? I can't wear anything in here. Like, I'll take a shirt, pair of shoes, whatever you're selling. We sell shoes. The last delicacy. The good stuff. I'll take one of the good stuff. Excellent choice. You want a pair of shoes? Yep. Excellent. Oh, you know what? We're good with one pair. Thank you, Clerk Dog. It's lovely to meet you. This is so good, friends. Caffeine, thank you for doing the manual copy-paste. Friends, this is a very, very, very early alpha build of this game. I don't have an ETA when it's coming out, but if you would like to throw a follow and a wish list and the usual Steam nonsense, that will help out a lot. If you want to play this build, there is a Patreon supporting this game. I'm gonna work out to get the photos. We'll check out some of the other wings first. I just want frosted tips, man. I'm tired of being a dog and not having frosted tips. You would have loved the 90s and regretted them. Alright, so what do we have here? Boarding clerk dog, bribe dog. Your pilot is drunk and ready for takeoff. Hand me your boarding pass and we'll get going. I'm not sure I'm comfortable having a drunk pilot. Oh, you don't understand. Our pilots have to be drunk. They're dogs. The sky is big and they are so small. I guess you could say they're booze hound. So Britt Nelson was saying, on a very sleepless night, they wrote a bunch of lines about frosted tips and the concept of arches. And they took the morning and they could not find them anywhere. So every time I watch the game being played, it comes from a place of fear. When will the frosted tips come back to haunt me? Hey, friend. You can see my name. I can see my name. We know what's happening here. We know what's up. We know that real business. I'm bribe dog, baby! And I need something to hold my bribes. A container of some kind. A wardrobe, or a bin, or a cabinet, or something. Oh, does this work? This isn't quite what I was looking for. Maybe next time, we won't be able to board the flight. That's right, we've got one whole ass cabinet. Alright, but I want to go explore a little bit more first before we bribe dog with a cabinet. So he can hold all his bribes. This is glorious, friends. I'm not saying I'm surprised that this is glorious, but it just continues to be a joy. Alright, I guess we're gonna check out whatever those over that way. There was a good boofer over there. Doing all like boff boff boff. I empathize with dogs a lot, so that makes this game particularly engaging for my good self. Delsby's like, I dare you to jump off the edge for science. No! We're not trying to break it. So Delsby, this is a very, very early build. So I'm not pushing the boundaries because we may end up outside the boundaries. And I guess what we'd have to do is play more dog game. Oh, information dog. Welcome to Bridgeport Airport. I'm Claudia, and yes, this airport is very vaporwave. Please don't ask any further questions about it. How do I find the gate for my flight? Well, first you need a boarding pass. After you get that, there are a bunch of big green signs around the airport with the gate direction. Try taking a look at those. Anything else? Have a great day. Oh, so what did we need for the passport? We needed, oh, a Mothman record. Yes, this airport is very vaporwave. Please don't ask me any further questions. I might use that next time someone asks me something. Yes, this is very vaporwave. Please don't ask me any further questions. So jumping back in, Phil says, did we see the new Assassin's Creed is going to be Viking themed? I saw some hints at it earlier. I haven't had the chance to play Odyssey. So, yes. There's a lot of folks walking around talk about frosted tips these days. They all scare me. They scare me too. I thought we were done with frosted tips. Well, that part of human history was done with. I thought wrong. All right. So this doesn't look like it's our gate, but I'm curious to what that building is. So let's go make some friends. Long time ago, Brave Soul said, I do need to ask Rick Nelson, are the frosted tips lights, is this a call for, is this a cry for help? Are we meant to stage some kind of intervention at this point? A long time ago, a brave soul said, what if blonde, but only a little, and thus frosted tips were born. Well, my career is a cry for help. Oh, Texan dog. It's like a chain. Hey, Texas dog. How you doing? We're good. We're good, thanks. Maybe later. Thank you, Texas dog. Texas dog twice. Alright, so let's go, I guess, start tracking down our gate and a Mothman record somehow. Oh, I see a few things over there. Let's check those out. Maybe some Mothman record dispenser. The most important thing about frosted tips is don't. Rick Nelson's also saying they've sent the language to friends, so it might be able to use it in other worlds. Interesting. We still haven't done... Oh, my feckin' brain is just not working today. The game about translating an ancient dead language. We've got that one on the back burner to have a look at some point. And Vanderbeest, thank you for refilling the pine glass. Alright, because we've got our boarding pass. And this is to Phobos. But we still need a passport. Real good popper. Oh, yes. It's a vending machine. Yeah. Take me a dag soda. Alright, we're at the... Sorry, I clicked on the phone booth, not expecting much, and we got the dog parator, as in operator, but dag. Dog parator here. Hello, who would you like to call? Connect me to Krista Marshall. Connecting now. Seems I've reached Krista's answering machine. Would you like to hear the message? Yeah, patch me through. You got it. Chris, I am super busy with meetings and plans for the big thing I still can't talk to you about. Alright, cool. See you on Uranus. Okay. Maybe we should stop meeting on the butt planet. We'll talk about it on the butt planet. Love you. Maybe we should stop meeting on the butt planet. Oh, some sweet records. All right, so we need some Mothman jam. I wonder where we'll find them. Anxious dog. Oh, it's okay, little buddy. We Found Love on the Butt Planet. That is a cracking book title. Okay, listen. I'll do anything you ask. Just don't tell my boss I peed on the headphone tree. You got it. Secret is safe with me. In that case, puppy school. I cheated on the obedience test. When I was 11, I stole a fire truck. I have 7 false passports and a squeaky toy in my closet, ready to go if the law catches up with me. Sometimes I fart when I'm talking to a customer, and I don't say excuse me, because I'm hoping they didn't notice. But it was really loud, so they absolutely noticed. And there's a hitching conversation, and we both forced to...
Incoming good dog.
Hindle, you fucking ledge! Hindle, thank you kindly. It seems where Nightbot has failed, Pup Time has stepped in. Hindle, thank you kindly for fucking 1,000 bits. $10 to keep my dumbass alive. This game is an absolute treasure. Like an absolute treasure. Friends, you deserve this in your lives. Please, please, throw out a wish list and a follow on Steam. If you want to play... J-Po's like, excuse me, I want to know how a dog stole a fire truck. Apparently in a very anxious manner. Acknowledge that I'm a coward who pretends not to have a butt to save myself like 0 seconds of embarrassing conversation. And J-Post, thank you for the bits as well, friend. I'm not sure I will have my wife anymore. Also, I'm a dog. I think that last one is a biggie, to be honest. You can stop telling me secrets. Tell me more secrets. Feck it. I'm good now. I have no more secrets. I am invincible. You still sell music, right? Oh, yes! Welcome to Cryptid Karaoke, the only supernaturally themed record shop that I know of. Our selection is currently entirely Mothman themed, but I'm hoping to get a stock of Slide Rock Bolter album soon. Very niche stuff. Kids love it. I'll take one of the Mothman albums. Fantastic! Mothman appreciates your support. Yeah. Sweet Mothman vinyl. That was fucking glorious. That's alright, you can confide in me. Oh, thank God. Right, so here's my long list of secrets. Oh, hello? Excuse me? Disgruntled dog. Oh, no. It's okay. I hate briefcases! I hate them! I hate them, I hate them, I hate them! Snappy buckles, fiddly locks, rough handles, and weird materials they put on the outside. They get messed up as soon as you use them. I mean, come on, man! What is even up with that? Love the customers, though. Welcome to the Briefcase Outlet. It's an outlet for my feelings about briefcase. Welcome to the Briefcase Outlet. It's an outlet for my feelings. Oh my word. This is glorious. Why don't you stop selling briefcases? I couldn't subject anyone else to this life. I do it so that others may not. It's a devil's bargain, so I've tried to make my peace with it. Makes sense. Just, don't tell my kids. You have my word. Rit Nelson's just saying they unironically hate briefcases. That's fair. I've never met a briefcase I liked. I remember rightly, dogs aren't supposed to eat bananas, right? Alright, we need to take a moment and just appreciate the Briefcase Outlet is an outlet for briefcase opinions. It's just... it's so good! Sorry, Rit Nelson, I probably should have mentioned when we played this, like, I have no qualms in talking about stuff that games do great. And so far, this is just, like, banter you can cut cheese with this wholesome, wonderful ridiculousness Dash is saying they managed to get their whole career never buying a briefcase. Hitting 40, still wearing a backpack. Wait, does anyone need a backpack? I mean, Dash, do you have a spare backpack? 'Cause I'm sure someone needs a backpack. I just can't remember who. Does anyone else? Can anyone else remember who needs a backpack? Do you need a backpack? I love that I can hear Hindle's look from the internet. Alright. The eternal suffering. Alright, let's buy some bananas and toilet roll. We do need a passport though. We've got the booth man record. Friendly business dog. Hello, friendly business dog. Welcome to the toilet paper and banana store. If you ask me why we sell those two things, I'll tell you. They always ask. Okay, but yeah, why do you sell just toilet paper and banana? Oh, that's easy. It's a foolproof business plan. The bananas are for eating. And the toilet paper is for what comes after. We're talking about poop. Just a banana, please. Cheers. Sorry, we don't have bananas. They're all on display. Well, it's some toilet paper. My dear friend, I would be delighted to give you some toilet paper. Cool. I'm sorry, these bananas are for display purpose only. So let's go check out the labs. I'm talking about poop! Glasses up. Heading down. Welcome to the light show! Now, you strike me as a chandelier type of guy. Is that about right? Not really, they're a bit gaudy. I've enjoyed my share of chandeliers. As have I. Thing about a chandelier, they're a public menace. More humans die from tragic chandelier incidents every year than shark attacks, plane crashes, and slipping on banana peels combined. My word! Chandeliers might have destroyed the human race. We don't know! The only reason a chandelier hangs over our heads as we speak is to tempt fate. That is a horrible sales pitch. Are you trying to sell me a murder weapon? Alright, if Cop Dog asks, no. Now we have to find Cop Dog. Oh, hello! Is this... Whoa! You! Look! Incredible! It's so good. So this is Photo Dog, but out of the sea. Okay. I'm gonna ask to take a picture, but we've got places to go and cool things to do. So if you need a red passport, though, you can use my photo booth. All I need is a lamp. You know, for a good reason. Don't have a lamp. Come back when I do. Alright, we'll go to Underwater Photo Dog. I mean, the whole Photo Dog chain is glorious, but I've always been more of a fan of, like, Underwater Photo Dog. So that's under construction. Actually, no. Let's go get the passport now. And get it timed right. And then we can start working out actually where we're going to need to go. Dog Street. Anything is a bone if you bite down hard enough. I like your philosophy. That's a real can-do attitude. Rit Nelson saying that during this, one player tried to spawn over 400 lamps. I mean, you let us spawn, what was it, 100 plane tickets. Which is very efficient. Right, so what have we got? The Chew store and the lamp store. Oh, Dogspresso! Hells yes. Barista Dog. Place is called Coffee Boy, and I do the coffee stuff. Got an order? Isn't coffee poisonous for dogs? You mean the heart racing and the flushed skin and the dry eyes and the urge to piss everywhere? Because that's what it does to you humans. All right, barista dog. I appreciate your candor. Gotta admit, feeling a little called out here. If we are really, truly honest with ourselves, none of us should be drinking this. Wow. Feckin' wow. Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, get them definitely called out. Jeez. Aww. Oh, hi there. I'm just looking at this poster. How's your day been so far? Ah, can't complain. Well, that's nice. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I, need to get off world. Sorry to be abrupt. Beachwell is nice. It's just a giant beach. There's only one ball and it's too big to play with. This is a nightmare for many reasons. I know this is a big question to ask, and we just met each other, but can you get me a red passport? I'd do it myself, but Photo Dog won't let me inside after I said all of his glasses look silly. Wait, how do you know how to read that poster? Sure can. Just replace the letters. And the poster says, don't trust this dog. This dog, specifically. He cannot be trusted. Please, do not trust this dog. Oh man, that is a very nice tool. Why does this poster say that you can't be trusted? Okay, Britt Nelson, I'll head back to the coffee shop and have a little phone. Illegal bones. Got a bunch of them. I'm happy to share, but they're illegal, so kind of banned from everything. This game is a treasure. You're a good dog, David Bonney. Wait, what's an illegal bone? Oh, that's easy. It's like a regular bone, but illegal. You're a good dog, David Bonney. Thank you. Every dog is a good dog. Let's look at the poster, and it says, do not trust this dog. Don't trust this dog at all. Do not. Alright, let's go back to Coffee Dog. Oh, okay. Yo, so Britt Nelson's informing us that we can actually use that dog's poster to help us with translations. Right, so barista dog, drink order, the longest one you said. Oh, that's a big order. You asked for something unprecedented and dangerous, and I have made it for you. If anyone asks, you didn't get this from me. It is a big coffee. Just look at the shadow. Oh, fear my big coffee. That's just about the right amount of coffee for me. We have become one with the juice of the holy bean! Meh, seed bigger. Oh, this... Oh, feckin' hell. This is so glorious. Alright, we need to go to Underwater Photo Dog. Because we've got the Mothman record to get a passport. And then I guess we try and work out where our gate is with a bit of the old problem solving. Isn't your dream a cup of coffee you can swim in? Tea is also a valid option. Alright, so there's Underwater Texas Dog. Oh, here we go. Underwater Photo Dog. It's good to see you again, Underwater Photo Dog. It's so good to see you again, my gorgeous buddy friend. How are you? Got that Mothman record. Alright, sorry, we're gonna actually... It's a little damp. Phasix says throw it at your feet now. Oh, yeah, it was F to throw, wasn't it? Mothman record you wanted. Awesome. I will put this to very good use. Enjoy the passports, baby. photo of a dog. Yes, hello.
Cheek!
Red passport.
Cheek!
I do have 2 passports, so I could give one to Good Dog. Alright, so let's... Where's my giant coffee? There we go. So it's... Oh! Oh, come back here! That's my coffee! Hop chop. Let's get out of the underwater section and throw that coffee around. And yeah, as Stelmsy pointed out, was asking, Britt Nelson, is it all the sound effects you? Because they're glorious. They are glorious. Oh no, it's the lovely voice of Tom Vintana. Oh, who was chilling in here earlier. Very cool. Back in we. There's actual pushback when we chuck that coffee. Oh, no. Alright, so we've got a passport. Emperor said something else fell to the bottom of the pool. Did it? Hang on, so we've got Phobos ticket, squeaky toy, cabinet, human skull, bog roll, cash, pair of shoes, soda, more bog roll, passport, dog photo, passport, big coffee. Yeah, Kindle, that coffee could take like 15, maybe even 16 minutes to drink. Hopefully we haven't missed our flight as well. Okay, shifty dog that we should never trust. Got you a present. Oh, hello. Did you ring a red passport for me? I just want to chat. Yeah, this should be the passport you need. Oh, wow. Thank you. You just changed my life. If you'd like an illegal bone, please let me know. I'll be happy to share. Yeah, I want an illegal bone. I need bones. I know exactly what you're doing. If anyone asks, this bone was illegal when you found it. Yeah. You good? Can you read the alien language in the poster? Sure can. Just replace the letters in the poster says, do not trust this dog. This dog, specifically. He cannot be trusted. Please, do not trust this dog. Ah, it's not very nice at all. Maybe I should go. Alright, so please. Alright. So we know that first letter is P for Phobos. Because it says, please, do not trust this dog. Ugh, sorry, excuse me, stretching there. So... Okay, now we good? We good? Right. Yeah, Fiona, Pup Time is absolutely getting a heckin' workout today. So I guess we just gotta try and find the right gate. Squiggly thing 6. Hopefully we haven't missed our flight either. To go get another boarding pass. Yep. I think I've very missed my flight. I think my flight was like half an hour ago, so we might have to go up and get another passport to Phobos. Another ticket to Phobos. But let's see if we can find the right gate first. Excuse me, you look like a very important dog. Hello, yes. Veteran dog. bones ache, kid. Probably from fighting in the wars. Which wars, old timer? All of them. Okay, there was one war that I missed. That's just because I overslept, and everyone in my platoon forgot to turn on their alarms. But it was a sleep war, so I guess we won either way. Are you okay? Oh yeah, never any real danger considering I was piloting a 30,000-pound cybernetically enhanced super mech. Jack into the mainframe that lies beneath all things to destroy the evils that haunt our soft, vulnerable reality. Takes a grim toll. I think I might go to the restaurant management. What good would it... What would you call your restaurant? 30,000-pound cybernetically enhanced super mech. And sons. Well, now I know what I'm calling my restaurant. No offense, veteran dog, but I'm stealing your idea! I don't think this is okay. No, I think this is baggage handling. Oh, so that's the right gate number, but that's not the right location. That's definitely one to Phobos. Alright, yeah. Okay, so this is where we'd usually be going. Alright. I wish I had thumbs. How is this so good? Alright, so let's go get a different ticket to Phobos. Because apparently Krista wants to hang there. Although Krista did say on the phone that Krista was going to the butt planet. So I don't know what to believe now. Okay, so we reckon that's the way we need to go. Alright. Try and remember. Janitor dog, hello. Oh, hey, buddy. You're probably wondering why your boarding pass, igloos, little fun whatnots don't stick around when you leave the airport, huh? Or when you turn around. Or when you blink. It's because of me. Sorry about that. Name's Janitor Dog. My parents were very literal. Thanks for the heads up. Take care now. In our new life, under the sea. Alright, I know you're going to be gone before I get there, elevator, but you're going to be gone at just enough time for me to regret my decisions. This is so good. And away we go. Excuse me, I need another boarding pass. This is the one to Phobos, right? Oh, these are all late. Alright, so ticket dog. I need a boarding pass to Phobos? Yes, I need 50 of them. 1313 to Phobos, squiggly 6. Cool. And we want to go this way. That way? Yeah. Reckon we. Rit Nelson says Phobos is the only other airport in this game, so currently I'd recommend that one. Oh, cool. We can head towards. We should have enough time to make the gate, though. And all of you really need to stop in the bathroom before we get in there. Like, honestly, you know there's an amount of time between, like, you know, takeoff before they let you take your seatbelts off. Like, Janitor Dog. Doing good work. And please don't bring in water on board. No, you're not allowed. Water is illegal in the sky. Because it forms clouds. Illegal, unregistered clouds. Alright, so ours is the 313. Wait. $321. Alright. $318. It's not our gate. Shit, it's not our gate either. Where's a fucking gate? Got 3 minutes. Fuck. Stress is real. Oh, see, Rit Nelson, you know, not having to travel for work this year, you realise the things that I've been missing. You're like stressing about making sure I make my gate to get to GDC or the hellscape that is LAX during E3. I don't have to worry about any of that. Get the experience right here. Alright, so that's the shopping centre. I think there were a couple that way, right? Dash, the hellscape is LAX on a random Tuesday. Yup. Hard agree, Dash, hard agree. Once you get airside, LAX is pretty nice now. But getting there is like the ultimate battle royale. Okay. Tickets to Phobos. We can do this. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, if you haven't had to experience LAX during a busy day, I'm honestly happy for you. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Oh, 313. No. Back! Isn't it? We're not gonna... I'm not gonna make it! Kevin! Oh no, we're doing this. Rit Nelson, so like, I appreciate the tips and the... Hang on, bear a second. I think that's an actual dog that wants to come join in. I think the real star... the show might be here. Hey, come on in, big girl. Oh, it's because you got nuggies. Come on in, River. True star of the show's here. Hey, big girl. It's my day. Oh, not his day, but trimmed his little paws. Yeah. Guinea pigs are getting a nail trim at the moment. Yeah, big girl. He's not happy with you. I think I've missed my next flight, so.
What happens when you go pet the dog?
I got distracted, okay? Well, usually if you pet the dog in the airport, it involves being taken back to a small, tiny room. Being questioned a lot. You're not allowed to pet the dogs in the airport, which is... Ludicrous. You get a little trim of your nails.
Piggies. Oh, ow! I'm happy, piggy.
It's he's had the trim. He's a grumpy grump.
Yeah.
He's a grumpy grump. Riv, you're not going to hang around? No, you're just going to follow the nuggets? Just can't get the help these days, friends. Peter said, would River be banned at a no-water spaceport? I don't know. I haven't checked the spaceport rulings, and it really does vary from spaceport to spaceport. Oh, okay, so Rick Nelson, like, what are some of the travel horror stories you've had? Because for me, it was always like flying anywhere like in and out of New Zealand, because you doing the non-stop flights would usually stop in at LAX, where you'd have to go through the entire process of. All right, well, you're no help to us. You have to go through the entire process of getting off the plane, getting checked, going through immigration, and then going back through check-in after you've gone ground side from going airside. So you still have to go through the hell of LAX, but just for the process of getting back onto the same flight at LAX. And the amount of times where that would end up being just a cluster heck of everything wrong with the world. Greenfire, to bring in River into Memnal, I mean, ask the Baron Sheep, yo. You lot have as much power over that story as I do. Okay. What's more feeling? So many boarding passes. Alright. Oh, well, I might need those boots. Get the boots again. Climb the Tower of Ticket Dag. God, I really need just like a yeet. Just to be able to push them off. Okay. Yes. 50. Nugget.
He's grumpy with me now too.
Is he getting his nails done as well?
He already got them done. There's a grumpy conversation.
Alright. Okay, that one's for 341 to Phobos, Gate 2. Alright. We can do this. What's the current time? 3:17. Cool. So we've just got to find Gate Squiggly 2, and then we're laughing. And then we can just hang out and chat. I mean, after the longing and the club and stuff like that, I have no qualms in waiting in video games. You'll know this. Oh, so Rick Nelson, the club. Right. Crows created a kind of like collaborative music hangout experience called the Club, which is essentially their like community engagement thing. It looks like essentially like a mashup of like GeoCities memes and like weird mimetic songs. Underneath all of the ridiculousness and silliness is hiding one of this like super brutal first-person puzzle platformer. They did a variation of it during GDC week called CDC, the Crows Developer Conference, which was one of the funniest things. Oh, God. Aha! Alright. So, let's see if they'll let us board early. Alright, so, Pill Dog. Hey, I have a deeply unfortunate name. Let me make it very clear up front. However, the plane does need restocking of medical supplies in pill form. Bring me some we can take off. I don't have any pills. Swing by the nearest medical clinic. The doctor should be able to help you. Alright, well, we've got time. Bribe Dog wouldn't be a worry. But yeah, so it's a free multiplayer game that Crows put up, and it's fucking glorious. We had William Pugh on the show, God, last year? Yeah, back when I was still resident over at GameWorks. And it was really interesting what he was saying, because like, I have this personal philosophy that, like, community engagement is basically the way to survive gaming right now. If you're able to spend time with your audience, have a good time with your audience, like, you have a much higher chance of survivability. Alright, so we're going up that way. That's the photo dog, so we don't have to go over there. Now, how you do that really depends on studio to studio. And this isn't at you, Rit Nelson. This is kind of like the discussion we were having with William Pugh. And what they said is they have two ways of, like, talking to their audience. Like, one is through the Crows newsletter, which is very, very, very good. But the other was through, like, their Discord and their community. And they realized that, you know, streams weren't really their thing, and YouTube videos, they didn't really have time and want to do it. So they made the club essentially as a way to engage with their fans and hang out with them and do fun stuff. Can I get some medicine? Sure. How sick are you feeling? On a scale of 1 to 8 extremely large bottles of pills. 8. You sound very sick. It is likely that I'm being used. Need anything else? Just saying hello before I go back to traveling. Alright. Pills, pills, pills. Pills. Alright. And we got plenty of time. But yeah, so what William Pugh was saying was that instead of kind of copying what everyone else was doing as how to talk to their community, instead they did what they're good at, which is they made a game that was fun.
Pills here.
Pills here! Got pills. Now the thing about the club is that the first person kind of puzzle platformy bit is very tricky. And the only way to get to it is to get into the over 18s area, which means you must get your club level to 18. The only way you can do that is by listening to music in the club. Each song is only a minute long, so you basically have an 18-minute cooldown between attempts at the tower, and it took us a long time to beat that. I'm pretty sure you were the first one to do it, right? I've done it, but I did it during the Ghosts versus Skeleton War, where you get to choose your allegiance to either spooky ghosts or the skelly skeletons. Skeletons have super jump because of their bones, and ghosts can float because they're ghosts. Alright, pill dog. There you go. Deeply unfortunate. Alright. Here are your pills, pill dog. Thank you! This medicine should restock our emergency supplies for the next while easily. Maybe we could share some. You already got pills, you can fly where you want. Please do not look directly into my eyes. Alright, where's my boarding pass? Your pilot is drunk and ready for takeoff. Hand me your boarding pass and we'll get going. I'm sure they know what they're doing. Here's a boarding pass. Thank you for trusting your drunk pilot. They appreciate your kindness. Their one job is to bear witness, and you are helping. Alright, we ready to do this? Oh yeah, and Marshall, that's a very good point. That if you're in the club and you see a ghost, go ahead, it's a ghost. Oh, God. That dog is very close. Hey, Surgeon Dog. What you up to? Just traveling. It's nice not to have a purpose for a little. Or a lot of purpose at once. College felt like that for me. You could lose yourself in the space in between. I did a lot of traveling then. What did you study? Astrophysics! Medical school came later. I tried to get into a minor in cool surgery, but that just turned out to be fancy cooking class for Dobermans. Cool surgery. It's a fancy cooking class. I operate on the heart of suns. Isn't that complicated? It's a living! You completed your flight. Land in an airport. Oh, we did it. Alright, welcome to Phobos. Which, when I think about it, I only really know from Doom. It's just one big fire hydrant on Phobos. We can get a ticket later. Let's meet some dags. This makes sense. This is a big rotating fire hydrant. I'm okay with this. Shackle's like, I was going to say I was expecting the soundtrack from Doom to start playing. Archers are just lions that decided to try their best. You've got this. I'm gonna pet that dag. Rich says there's another one. There's another airport. I'll get to it. I'll do it. A long time ago, a brave soul said, what if blonde were only little? And Frosted Tips were born. Son, you were part of that glorious civilization. Don't you forget it. Frosted Tips were a cry for help. Dear Lord. There's so many lines about archers and Frosted Tips in this game. Hey, you let the muse carry you, and I respect that. I respect that. Yeah, Sparky's saying that, honestly, you know, this game has been very funny and very engaging, very heartfelt, but there've not really been enough... sorry, let me just explode that person. Actually, Caffeine or Lizzie, you've been doing good. Do you want to just blitz apologized guide bide into fire? Because I can kill him right now. I can just be like, block. I don't want it to get all the cool murders. Yay! Caffeine just chalks another, like, murder kill on the wall. Airstrike. Calling in airstrike by Caffeine. Thelmsby's like, I'm really sorry, but that apologize bot is exactly the kind of person that's Frosted Tips. No lies detected. No lies detected. Let's get some other clothes. What else? Aperius, want to become famous? Here's a link, bro. I have an employee discount. What am I supposed to do? Can't wear anything. I'll take one shirt. We're selling shoes. The last delicacy. The good stuff. Do you think they go well with the rest of my outfit? Sir, I appreciate the trust, but I know absolutely nothing about the concept of clothing or fashion. I am a dog who works retail. None of this makes sense. Fair enough. Clerk dog, you keep on keeping on. Alnus, ha! We're all here. We're real here. Ha! Sweats nervously. Do you want to make more money? Of course you do. Thanks, Ashley Birch. Alright, glasses. Hey, you got the lights. You strike the kind of chandelier guys, now, right? Not really. They're a bit gaudy. They're covered in sharp glass and dangle above our heads. Of course they're gaudy. It's a matter of public safety. Ever imagined a stealth chandelier? Have you ever considered the horror? Well, that's a new and exciting thing to be terrified of. Don't be scared. Use your newfound knowledge to do something productive, like warn other people about chandeliers, or buy a lamp from me. Personally, I recommend doing both. Alright, well... It's the human! Do you want a lamp? Yup. Enjoy! Yep. It's a very bright lamp. You never should have told me I could spawn more lamps. I want to be able to see this lamp shot from space. Oh, Nightbot's back! We had to slay one bot to free another. See? Doesn't that dag look like they're having a better time? I'm taking a very bright lamp with me, though. Oh, this is my only item. I must have left everything on carry-on. Coke Parado. Alright. The person we're supposed to be meeting on Phobos. Seems like it's Chris's machine. Alright. She's probably still on Uranus. Alright, good pop a vending machine. Actually, I will get a soda just in case. Huh, a lot of lamps. A lot of lamps on Phobos. Alright, does anyone want a drink? I'm gonna get a drink from the bartending dog. Welcome to the back end. It's named that because butts are on the back of your body. This game is a treasure. I've been told it's extremely funny. Now, I see what you're thinking. You want a drink from your own toilet bowl, don't you? Well, consider this a home away from home. A place to forget your troubles. To stick your head underneath a hygienic and delicious tap of premium toilet water and just lap that sucker up. What can I get you, my friend? Do you serve anything that isn't toilet water? Nope! I tried sparkling water, but that just made everyone fart in their flights. Do you know what? Great, cool. Apparently I'm still 13 years old because I found that incredibly funny. Do you know what 245 dogs cooped up in a tiny space and farting at the same time sounds like? Armageddon. Oh. Ark of the Conclave. Congratulations. You have helped the Longship add a little bit to this thing. Of our own little Bork tender. Although technically if it was ours, it would be Bork Nender, but that is a joke that would never carry. Chiat's like, what the F have I just walked into? So Chiat, this is an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. It is a joyous, joyous triumph of a game. Rit Nelson, who's hanging out in chat, Xavier, if you want to go by people names, has given us access to the super early alpha build of this, just to have a trundle around, have some fun with it. Xavier worked a couple of games you might know, like Skatebird, Hypnospace Outlaw, and excuse my cheeky T-Bubs. This game is a triumph. Even at this early stage, we have had so much fun with this. Oh yeah, so the dog is going to be officially known as Bark Tender, and that'll be seen in the next version of the game. Yay! I'm glad we could provide some punnage. So Chiat, Chiat, Hypnospace Outlaw, we did a full stream of last year. It is a glorious triumph of a game. If you've not seen it, then sit down, pick it up, play it. It will make you, it'll make you feel a lot of different things. It's also the progenitus of Chowder Man and the brilliant Granny Cream's Hot Butter Ice Cream. It's called the Heat and Sip. What's actually fascinating is I found out that Rit Nelson, Xavier, did one of the audio tracks for Hypnospace Outlaw, which, as Chiat's not played it, I can't tell you. I can't tell you where you will find that song, but to find Rit Nelson's track in Hypnospace requires a lot of effort. Aldous is asking if this person is responsible for Professor Helfer, in which case, get him! Dog pile! No pun intended. J-Post like, I just came out to a blissed out dog saying Armageddon. The bartender dog, or soon to be named Bark-Nender dog, Bark-Tender, has informed us that they tried serving sparkling water But do you know what 245 dogs all farting at once in a crowded metal tube sounds like? Armageddon. The Kevin's like, so I may have bought $180 worth of beer. Feckin' great. Oh, friends, because it was Baron Sheep's birthday yesterday. So me and Fiona did a quick masks on run to go get just some beers and some wine so we could celebrate with him. Digitally, of course. And I had to control myself because I was only going to get a few beers because I wasn't going to get wonky donkey on Tuesday night. And they had this 4-pack of Tall Boys, which had can art in the same style as the tarot cards from Sayonara Wild Hearts. Same style, like matte black, but then with like the shiny prismatic silver. It was $30 for 3 cans. I'm not spending that much, but you can't know how long I just stood there and stared. And, friends, I'm not making light of the state of the world right now. It's hard, and I'm glad we have these gloriously wonderful dogs for a wonderful day. But I did get to walk into an off-license with a face mask on. And not only was this not discouraged, but it was encouraged. It was the correct maneuver. I'll be sure to remember that. Okay, take care. Let me know if I can help you with anything else. I do not want toilet water. Wow, the Texas dog chain's doing real well. I might get us another squeaky toy for the flight. Actually, don't know where we're flying to next. Hello and welcome to High Sticks, named after our delightful mascot Roger, who you can see hanging from a very thin thread directly above us. In case it isn't clear, Roger is very much alive. I'm from New Jersey. How can I help you? Yes, Texas dog is from New Jersey. It's a lot of meat. And it's all above grade. Roger's marketed genius. That said, while the meat is available to purchase, our primary stock is meat-like, meat-scented, meat-flavored squeaky toys. Do you want one? Sure. Enjoy. Go Brooklyn. Alright. Got the squeaky salami. It's a living cow selling squeaky meat chew toys. Fiber Ross has got some cool stuff. Oh, we'll probably need another passport, won't we? Oh, Michael, the dialogue in this is absolutely glorious. It has been both wholesome and hilarious. And as Avery was pointing out earlier, this is meant to be a riff on one of the best scenes from Hot Fuzz. And it's Photo Dog standing in front of a picture of Photo Dog. It is the shopkeeper smiling in front of a picture of himself. Whoa, you look incredible! I would also take a picture, but we've got a place to go and cool things to do. If you need a red passport, you can use my photo booth. All I need is a sweet briefcase. You know, for a good reason. I don't have a sweet briefcase, but I'll come back with one.
Cheek!
Dog photo. It's just one of those games where I could just happily spend hours just putzing about in. What's your deal? My dog's free. There's no way I'm gonna make my flight in time. Oh no! It'll be okay, little buddy. I have too much empathy for... I have too much empathy for dogs. I have too much empathy for people about to miss their flights. A different book, Tender. There's the banana and toilet paper stuff. Ah! It's definitely a dog. What's a dag? What's a Scottish dog? This game. Can you all understand why I had to show you this? Oh, I believe your DAG credentials. I'm sorry if this is an insensitive question, but are you a cat? Nope. Okay. Okay, you are definitely a cat, though. Nah, probably not. Probably so. Let's say I play along. Why would it matter if I was a cat? I'm surrounded by dogs. It's nice to see a cat. Listen, look, there's one thing I know about dogs, is that they love bones. And by they, I mean me. I am a dog, after all. So, get me an illegal bone, and I'll gnaw on it, and you'll see how I'm doing the whole dog thing. Which I'm very familiar with, being a dog. Alright. I don't have one right now. You're lost, nerd. The meowing and cat sounds should come in the next update. Alright, so there's briefcase store. You want an illegal bone, so I guess we're gonna go find our supplier. Rick Nelson, how many other airports are currently in this build? Because, well, I don't really have a massive reason. I'm trying to work out if we should start keeping an eye on the time and getting a boarding pass. Rick Nelson saying, at the back end of the game, for anything you can pet defined by the code is actually a dog. Anything that you can pet is dag. It's hilarious and causes some interesting problems. That sounds way cool. Talk to Jimmy Donuts! Yo, Jimmy Donuts! I sell donuts, it's my destiny. What can I get you? I'll take a chocolate cake donut, thanks. Yeah, chocolate? I can get you chocolate. Good flavor, reliable flavor. Of course, if I eat it, I'd die immediately because it's a chocolate donut and I'm a dog. Oh, gosh. Or, nonetheless, I will be eating the death ring. I'll be eating the death ring. Love it. You take care, you hear? Peace out, Jimmy Donuts! Wow, it has been 3:41 for a while. Yeah, R.I.P. Jimmy Donuts. Well, he doesn't eat his own stash. It's not, you know, he's not a loon. Just frosted tips, man. I'm tired of being a dog and not having frosted tips. I stand by our earlier statement. The frosted tips lines are most definitely a cry for help. Oh, Rick Nelson saying, so every inanimate object is a dog. No, that checks out. That's all I need to know. Is it dag? Yes. Good. What is this thing that is not dag? If it is definitely not a not dag, perhaps it's a dag. Clearly a dog. Definitely. How could I have doubted? Pomeranian knows how to party. You misspelled paradise. This world is dag. No, I'm gonna say hard agree. Hard agree. Welcome to World of Dags. It's the place we didn't know we needed. And with everything being as it is, like a glorious, whimsical world filled with dags being very silly, it's just glorious. Although it is killing me, the other game that had a very similar art style to Hypnospace Outlaw, but was like 3D GeoCities websites where you were collecting clicks and you're moving from area to area, had some like weird like underlying horror themes. I keep trying to remember that one. And I'm hoping this doesn't have underlying horror themes. I'm good with the just the snappy humor and whimsy. I really am. World of Dags? Isn't that realistic dag game? So Rich saying next update is getting a dog detective who hands you a human heart. Oh, and Rit Nelson is saying that right now it's only Phobos and Beachwell in this current versions. Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm gonna take my time and explore like a whole bunch. So we're in no rush. I need a Dogachino. Rit Nelson says, yeah, we're not going to go into horror here. All whimsy, all heart, sometimes literally, but sincere. I mean, okay, Rit, I would never be in the position to tell you what you should or shouldn't put in your titles, and I apologize if that came across as patronizing. It was just more that, like, this is the game I need right now. And I think I can speak for all of us when I say this is the game we need right now. It's glorious. Give me the monster. Give me the big pork. You asked for something unprecedented and dangerous, and I have made it for you. If anyone asks, you didn't get this from me. Big coffee! Stop throwing that down. Wait, you're saying throw it to your feet. Hadouken! So I can basically rocket jump with a giant coffee. That's kind of cool. Thank you, coffee dog! Alright, we're gonna try and find David Bowie dog. It's the real spirit bomb. Except for I forgot how escalators worked. Ooh. Oh yes, that's Medical Dog, who can't... Medical Dog can't save yet, because saving is very complicated. Alright, so we're looking out for... Absolutely do not trust this dog. Oh, hello, Big Woofer. There's no way I'm gonna make my flight. Oh no, so many dogs! Missing their flights. I feel somewhat guilty. So I guess while we're asking, so one person was asking earlier on if the flat image style of the dogs is going to continue. Because I mean, the art style works very, very well. The whimsy of it means that the kind of the oh, there's a really good term for when the sprite sheet is always twisting to face you, and for some reason today I am a brain dead potato. Desperately trying to remember the term. So Rid's saying the stock photos are staying. I'm sure you get asked this all the time, but would you consider allowing people to submit their dogs to be dogs in this world? I think the term is billboarding. I think you're right. Alright, we haven't found illegal dag. You're a human, right? You ever look at your hands and just wish you had, like, 14 of them? I mean, not until you said, what do I do with 14 hands? Don't answer that. So Rit says, actually we have a Patreon tier for adding your dog or cat or negotiable animal into the game. Yo! And yeah, it would be to pet 14 dogs at once. 14 juggling tricks, there we go. Well, friends, I don't know about you, but I think I will... Well, okay. I mean, I should ask you lot as a group, because I do make sure that, like, with the Longship funds, I'm very, very stingy. Just need some dog money. But I would certainly be down for seeing the fiscal sensibilities of turning River into a famous dag. So Rit's saying the way the airports work in this game is very symmetric. Every time you enter an airport, it changes. Stores open and close down, switch positions. Oh, way cool! Oh, so as you add more stores to the game, they go everywhere. That's way cool. That's definitely got to help with... Oh, excuse me, cheeky T-Burps. That's definitely got to help with rollout as well. Vanderbeest, why not turn Perun into a famous dag? Because River! The little freeloaders, they gotta earn it. River usually comes and hangs out in here, and being all cute and stuff. At the moment, she is very jealous of the G-Pigs, but that's okay. Oh, Caffeine, if you wouldn't mind. Because, Rit Nelson, am I correct in saying that this game is currently being supported and funded by the aforementioned Patreon? Let's get a crowd for the tickets. Need a board to the Mariana. Yeah, I need 50. To the Mariana Trench. There doesn't seem to be any flights leaving, so we ain't going anywhere. Back to Beachwell. Yep, 50 of them. So yeah, in theory, would I be correct in saying, like, if we headed back to Beachwell from now, there'd be certain shops open, certain shops closed, like the layout moved around. But that true airport experience where you feel like you know where something's going to be and it's moved every time you go there. Beardor was like, what do you mean River isn't famous? Not famous enough. And the little freeloaders, they gotta put in the hours. Premium water dispenser. Artisanal toilet water. Blah. I'm not drinking it, we're just gonna trade it. But it also means, friends, that if you wish to also support this game, your dag could become a famous dag. Oh, Ritnessen, that's way cool. I mean, and that's going to be great for multiple playthroughs. It's going to be great for different people having kind of like a cool experience. Like, fucking yo. This is fucking cool. Though I haven't managed to source our illegal bone seller. I'll do another little lapse while we're chatting around with it. I just can't stop smiling with this game. Like, I don't think that shocks or surprises anybody. Sparky's like, I was going to give you a follow on Twitter, and then to realise I'm already following. Archers are just lines that are trying their best. Maybe the shady dogs are hanging out in there. No? No. Rit says, if you go to the other branch of this airport, there's some new stuff there as well. Ooh. How do we travel between branches? We're on this side. Got that bit over there. I want frosted tips, man. Don't do it, Dag. Don't do it. The 90s was a bad time. Don't go there. Leap of faith, huh? Alright. Parkour, parkour! Okay, that's kind of cool. You can't die! Oh, now that's handy. Let's go talk to Information Dog. I think we can get a chance to chat to them proper. So, I think, and that is to say again, dear friends, that this is a very, 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 very early build of this. That we do have a full, fleshed out dog venture to look forward to. Potentially with River's adorable face in there. And if you go the other direction, if you fall off the world, just teleport you back with a slide whistle. Yay! I'm so sorry, I missed my first shift. It's always night here, and it's hard to judge time, and I'm also never not tired. That is a big forever mood. We are on a moon! So, yeah, welcome to Phobos Regional Airport. I'm Claudio. My job is to tell you useful information if I know anything useful, which is not guaranteed. How can I help? So how can I find the gate for my flight? There are gates at the midpoint and end of every central route from the terminal. that fancy word for walk in a direction until you get angry at whoever built this place. And if it isn't the right one, try again. If you look out for the green signs and compare them with your boarding pass, that should also help a ton. Rid's like, you might notice that Claudio is the cousin of Claudia, the information beagle that you met earlier. That is a very good point. And Nom Nom says, I'm already foreseeing insane dag speedruns and death warps. Maybe that's it, friends. Maybe the Longship can become the first an Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs, speedrunning community. Maybe that can be us. That would require more focus and attention than I have as an individual. Alright. Is the airport getting any expansions? It's a regional airport on the edge of the galaxy. It isn't going to grow much. There is a dog with more ambitious plans, but I'm not sure where she is these days. She might be trying to do that in a few airports. What's with the fire hydrant? We're pretty far from the core of dog-occupied galaxies. Dig! So it's a symbol of home. No matter where you go, there's always an exciting and majestic place to piss. Where can I do some shopping? You can shop literally everywhere. There's so much shopping, man. Like, the ATM's just literally giving you money lining the walls. If there was any way to do less shopping, I would actively seek it out to save myself. I don't need help right now. Have a fantastic eternal night. Let me know if you need anything else. Claudio, you are the biggest mood. So Rit Nelson saying, so this game is about building up both specific knowledge, locations and quest givers, who gives what, as well as systematic knowledge, what type of spaces contain what kind of stores, airport layouts, principles, etc. And the and the language. Yeah, it's fascinating because, like, learning to travel is a bizarre skill of learning these weird, like, sometimes labyrinthian mini-cities, self-contained within themselves. Knowing, you know, where to go, how long you've got, when to take a slash. Knowing, like, what airports have what stuff and what you can acquire. It's a weird skill set into itself. Yeah, and as Rit Nelson's saying, the more you play the game, the more you become a legitimate traveler in this setting. That's way cool. Probably shouldn't do that. It seems like the kind of thing that's gonna cause us some wee problems. So about them death donuts, Jimmy Donuts. I sell donuts. It's my destiny. What can I get you? Oh man, I love donuts. It's not a donut. It's never a donut. A donut is the masquerading villain parasite parading inside of the donut's skin. Donut is a mediocre universal construct, and I will not brook its foul presence. Okay, no, donuts it is. You got a good head on your shoulders. Carry this lesson well with a free donut. Degs. What's a deg? What's a Scottish dog, isn't it? So the timetable is increasingly simulated. You'll have to spend real-time hours waiting for dogs to arrive so you can board your flight. Well, that's way cool. Like 8 hours waiting for a dog flight. I mean, I'm exactly the target audience for that kind of experience, but like I said, I was playing The Longing yesterday, which we're actually going to go back to today, and we may finish this afternoon. I'm all about games that ask us a myriad of things. Oh, this is so good. Like, again, not that any of you need me to tell you just how fucking glorious this game is, but like, I just could happily sit here at the edge of space with a bunch of dags. So Arctic Conclave says, wait, there are 200 days in The Longing. Well, remember how as we make our little person's life better, there's actually only about 15 days left in the longing. And so we need to decide as a group how we're going to finish it. Also, I cracked open the vault of coins before we left last time. Because we've done so much to make our little character's life more pleasant that the game's like zipping through. So Num Num Fighter would like to make a suggestion, if that's okay, saying what would be amazing is if the DAG ATMs, or the dog ATMs, sorry, we call them DAGs here a lot, mostly because of that one quote from Snatch. Bad habit. Anyway, that the idea that you pet the ATMs like you would a dog to get money from them, I'm very okay with this. Thank you kindly. Got frozen cookies. Where's River? Just doing a thing.
Playing on the balcony.
We might be able to get River into this game.
Oh,
River
River, you want to be famous?
River would be a famous dag.
Famous dog.
Ticket dog, you look like I feel. I have short-term memory loss. Sadlin with some random travel facts. The average passenger in an airport generates 1.28 pounds of waste. I still find airports to be the awesome and bizarre in equal measure. These weird self-contained cities that we encounter. Okay. So, Rick Nelson, I should probably explain. This lot keep insisting that what we do here is with cult-like tendencies, and I have insisted time and time again, it's not a cult, which they use to torture me on the regular. But as Rip was saying, before they got into game development, they used to do lawn care for members of a local cult in the Pacific Northwest. They got abducted once. They fed them lukewarm pizza and told them about the apocalypse. It wasn't entirely unpleasant. That's a little bit scary, though. That's a little bit scary. Once this is all over, or whichever event we should be at the same time, I would very much like to sit down and have a coffee / tea / pint or equivalent beverage and just hear some of these stories. It sounds like off the chain. Does anyone need a boarding pass? We've got a couple. That dog looks like I feel in airports. Well, then Rip, it is absolutely something we will do when the world's back on its feet, be it a GDC or a PAX or what have you. Okay, so you lovely, lovely Mother Hubbards. This game is an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. It is a joyous treat of humor and silliness and just exceptional writing. There is enough game here to keep me engaged. Like, I'm going to be bringing this part of the stream to a close. We're going to roll on to The Longing. But as we saw with things like Pizza Game and stuff like that, like, you can create very, very funny, mimetic experiences that get really, really tired after, you know, 10 or 15 minutes. We've been on this for 2 hours. And honestly, the reason why I was asking if there are more airports to go to was because I'm like, I kind of want to fly around a bit, you know? Meet some more dogs in the sky, get into some more adventures. If you would like to support this game, there are 2 ways you can go about doing this. 1, head over to this game's store, this game's Steam page, give it a follow, add it to your wish list. If you're unaware as to why this helps, Steam's algorithm is heavily based on number of wish lists. It's not the same as pre-ordering, so don't worry. But it'll help this game be seen by more people. The other way you can help is that this game is currently being developed, and the development of this game is currently being funded by Patreon. So go on over there, have a look. Even if it's just a $1 or $2, if this is a game that you want to support, absolutely go for it. As I've been given permission by the cult. Oh my god, I actually said it. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. Oh, it's because I was reading whilst I was talking. Oh, I'm never going to hear the end of this. Never going to hear the end of this. I can hear Fiona laughing in the other room. It's not a cult. It is absolutely not a cult. I do not condone this. I don't condone this message. It's not a cult! Peebles! I meant to say the crew. I have permission from the crew to use some of the Longship funds to support this, so we're absolutely going to try and get... Let's see if we can get River as a dog in this game. That's what I meant! Terrors. Terrors, the lot of you. It's not a goal. And we don't get a tax exemption because we don't have a physical base. Oh, and Britt Nelson, you create something really special here. The humor, the core gameplay, everything about this that you're trying to do currently shines through, even at this early stage. And so, if anything, like, thank you for letting us have a go at it this early stage. This game is a banger. Yeah, just make sure you get this listed on Steam so we can show it off better in the future. So friends, usually at this point when we take a break, we usually go back to, honestly, I just want to kind of chill in the airport for a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make myself a cuppa and absolutely lament the fact that I've misspoken in a manner that will probably haunt me until the end of my days. I need so many more cuppas. But again, to Rit Nelson, to Xavier, thank you for coming to Chill and Ill. Obviously, you're more than welcome to come hang out with us. We're going to be rolling into a very, very interesting little indie game called The Longing after this. And yeah, you're more than welcome to return, like, because we talk game development and indie titles and stuff here a lot. And while right now, everything's very weird, you know. Dash, that's a good point. Regardless, there's going to be some haunting. Yeah. You are always welcome here, friend, I guess is what I was trying to say. Alright, friends. So, before we move on to The Longing, go. Grab yourself a cup of tea. Get your thinking caps on. And we are going to decide how we're going to bring this to an adventure. Oh, so, Rit Nelson, if you've heard The Longing, it is so glorious. It is slow as molasses and yet engaging to the point where I don't want to put it down. So anyway, yeah, please, friends, join me in thanking Rick Nelson one more time. Right. Criminals, a lot of you. So I'm going to go grab myself a cuppa, and then we're going to roll on to our next game. So don't go anywhere, but do get yourself a cuppa. Oh, and Kandarian, so what happened last time is we passed Angst. We got past it. So, it's not a coal! Not a coal. a outside world stop being so bloody loud. Okie dokie Lokis. So, friends, time to head over to the Longing. Once again, just a massive thank you for this fecking glorious game. Just trying to... There we go. I have not